This is the first look at Marvel Rivals Season 1 since we just got a lot of new information about this huge upcoming update, which is going to include the Fantastic Four and come out really soon. Welcome back, guys. In this video I'm gonna be giving away these 2 packs of 1000 lattice. All you have to do to enter is just like the video, leave a comment, be sure to be subscribed, and since the channel is really small, everybody has quite a high chance to win. Now back to the video, guys. First I wanted to highlight my previous speculation that I also mentioned in the videos before. So it was right, the Fantastic Four is coming out in Season 1 in Marvel Rivals, which just sounds really insane. And first very exciting reveal for today's video is new maps which Forbes listed here, which are Krakoa, Jericho, and New York. And in addition to this, we just got a fresh new reveal of some more maps that might be included in Season 1. First is Kunlun, second is Collector's Theme Park, Thebes, Egypt, Krakoa or Domination, Jericho or Escort, and New York Escort plus Hybrid. Now we're gonna come back to New York later in this video, but I also wanted to show you these areas of New York that might be covered in Season 1 as well. Now the information is not final here as mentioned above, but these are the areas we have so far. It's Midtown, Central Park, and Sanctum Sanctorum, which is just insane. On top of that, game modes are Escort and Hybrid by far. Next we also have some of the sources talking about Valkyrie coming to Marvel Rivals as well, which is still kind of a rumor I'd say so far, but it's still pretty cool to see. And keep in mind that we have also got a revealed description of the Hood with his rumored abilities as well. His main attack is dual guns that he's able to shoot with, and he also can transform into his demon form. His abilities are dual gun shooting, dual gun overhead cooling, shield health management, and clone projection, as well as clone projection, clone range control, clone detonation, and demon transformation. Next pretty interesting news we got is new rumored lines for Ultron that is also one of the planned major characters for Marvel Rivals. And all of these lines are referred to Tony Stark. His lines are: I told you, Stark, you're the flaw, your flesh is the flaw, Stark, and you pretend to be a machine but you just organs in the metal shell. His next lines are: your ancient gods are clearly obsolete, Spectre, a shame, I could have done that far more efficiently, Stark, symbiote bond broken, designate venom eliminated, syntax updated, you're no longer Groot. And we certainly have Ultron's rumored abilities as well. His first attack is Encephalo Ray, which unleashes a burning energy beam. I'm also gonna cover his abilities. The first one is Rage of Ultron, which summons Ultron drones to fire Encephalo Rays, damaging enemies or healing allies. The second one is Dynamic Flight, which helps you fly quickly in the direction of movement and then enter a free flight mode. Next up, Imperative Patch commands a giant drone to follow an ally, constantly healing allies in its radius with additional healing for the designated ally. And his last one is Imperative Firewall, which summons drones to grant bonus health to allies within range centered on himself and the ally marked with Imperative Patch. And his passive is Algorithm Correction, which holds space to fall slowly, which is really exciting to see in the Ultron's description. I was breaking down Ultron in this video, covering one more character as well. Alright, next guys, the most important news in this video is Marvel Rivals Season 1 fresh news we just got today, and according to all different sources, this image is what appears to be a first official look at Season 1 in Marvel Rivals, which is guys again going to introduce Fantastic Four members. I kind of predicted it, so it's merely insane. On the image we certainly see all 4 Fantastic Four members, including Human Torch, The Thing, Sue Storm, and Mr. Fantastic. If we take a closer look, we can actually see HERBEI Robot, who is a robot companion. Here his design is just straight out of the Marvel comics, which is really cool. Yet we don't know if it's going to be a playable character in the game, but overall just a nice inclusion to the image. Now what we can also see here is Vampire infested New York City, which is also referencing to Blade, who is also apparently coming to the game. In the background here we see a lot of debris, which I think emphasizes a huge destruction in the city. The image is also in Chinese, which I'm going to explain a little later in the video, but we can also see the Baxter building, which honestly looks really nice, and it also has the Fantastic Four logo. More importantly, inside the building we can take a glimpse of what appears to be Quantum Gate, which in the context of the Fantastic Four cinematic universe likely refers to a fictional device or concept used to manipulate or traverse quantum realms, dimensions, or universes. And this is apparently a place or a lobby where we start playing a match. And this is important because it's going to be covered in the New York map, which we discussed before in this video. Now, covering Invisible Woman rumored abilities and attack, her weapon is Psionic Invisibility, passive Invisible Energy, ability 1 Psychic Strike, ability 2 Psychic 8, ability 3 Psychic Vortex, and her ultimate is Psycho Field, and yet we have no description here at all. But we do know she is a strategist. The next hero we saw on the image here is Human Torch, and we do know he's a team-up anchor, as well as his difficulty is 3 stars out of 5. His attack is going to be Fire Cluster, which launches forward a splittable fireball. His team-up ability is Omega Fire, in which Storm can consume one of Human Torch's fire tornadoes into her ultimate to ignite Hurricane. Likewise, Human Torch can turn Storm's Hurricane into a Fury Hurricane with his ultimate, which will then enlarge and intensify any of his fire tornadoes caught in its path. First ability, guys, is Supernova, which unleashes shock waves to deal damage to enemies within range. During skill activation, the flame field will transform into a fire tornado. Plasma Body is next, which by holding shift enters a state of accelerated ascent. Next, Pyra Prison, which connects flame fields to form a firewall that deals burning damage to enemies. The follow-up is Flaming Meteor, which divides towards the ground and stuns nearby enemies. The ultimate Blazing Blast launches a fireball to create a flame field at the targeted area. Now, regarding the Thing, his passive is Solid as a Rock, which is immune to enemy knockback and other displacement effects. His primary is Combination Punch, which is quick and continuous punches. Thunderbolt Punch is his secondary attack, which delivers a devastating punch. Now, L-Shift is for Furious Charge, continuously charge forward, lifting up enemies in your path, leaving behind a seismic zone that prohibits displacement. The Battlefield Support jumps toward teammates and adds damage reduction to them and yourself. Now, finally, his ultimate is Slam Moment, which uses tremendous force to knock all enemies in front of you into the air. Now, overall, the Thing abilities sound really good, and also, guys, let me know what you think of them. And lastly, guys, Mr. Fantastic, who is the most exciting hero amongst these 4 for me, and his only attack is Elastic Punch, which stretches out a forward punch to attack enemies. His first ability is Brainiac Bounce, which leaps and smashes, knocking back enemies within range. Upon hitting an enemy, leap again up to 6 times. His second one is Reflexive Rubber, which stretches body to absorb damage before launching stored damage in the targeted direction. Next is Flexible Elongation, which selects a target and dash at it, dealing damage to enemies and granting bonus health to allies. And next ability is Rubber Grip, which extends arms forward to entangle hit enemies. Then press the left click to select and yank 2 more enemies. And lastly, his passive is Elastic Strength. Skills generate elasticity, boosting attack power. Reaching full elasticity triggers an inflated state that restores health and boosts even more damage. So yeah, overall, this is the hero I'm excited about the most in upcoming Season 1. Now, some of you will be wondering if Ultron is coming out in Season 1, and the answer is still not clear. I'm personally not really sure about this one, but some people say he might come out in this season. And last part of this video is date of release of this whole update. And in China, it's coming out on January 12th, meaning in the US, it's coming out a day before, so January 11th. Let me know, guys, if you're hyped for this whole huge update, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe to enter this giveaway in which there are 2 winners for 1000 lattice pack in about 15 days, so stay tuned to see the results in the following videos. And now you can check out this video where I break down the abilities of other heroes on the end screen now.